This is The Banquet, a commercial created by Bud Light. This was shown during the NFL and NCAA regular football season last August. For that reason, Bud Light's target audience is football fans. We will watch the whole video first, then analyze it the second time.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. What is that?
This is a spiced honey mead wine that I have really been into lately. So, dilly dilly, right?
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
I'm sorry, what? Pit of misery, dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Here's to the friends you can always count on. Bud Light, brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
So right at the beginning, there seems to be a medieval court going on. I think Bud Light chose the medieval theme because of Game of Thrones was very popular at the time. Season 7 was either just wrapped up or was wrapping up.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown.
Here we have the authority figure, the king, judging the peasant, with all the others watching and waiting for approval.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
The king proclaims, "Dilly dilly." This is an example of pathos because this phrase becomes a catchphrase that is easy for the viewer to affiliate with happiness. The first person brings up Bud Light. The king accepts his gift. This is an example of ethos. The king can be seen as the most important person in the kingdom, and if the king enjoys Bud Light, then so should the viewer of the commercial.
Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown.
When the king says she is an even truer friend to the crown, we understand that it is important to be accepted by the king. This is an example of pathos. We feel good when we are accepted and praised by a person of authority.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly is used once again from the authority figure. Bud Light is trying to define dilly dilly as happiness, joy, or approval. When the non-Bud Light drink is placed on the king's table, the music stops, the mood changes, it's silent.
What is that?
This is a spiced honey mead wine that I have really been into lately.
So this man brings a non-Bud Light drink to this banquet. The king is in disgust. The viewers are supposed to feel disgusted by this man's act, because Bud Light is the only option.
So, dilly dilly.
When this man says dilly dilly, he's asking for acceptance, but we will find out what happens if you do not have Bud Light.
Right?
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
I'm sorry, what?
So what Bud Light is saying here is, if you do not have Bud Light, you will be outcasted in front of all of your peers.
Pit of misery, dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Bud Light uses repetition with the phrase dilly dilly to further argue Bud Light will bring you happiness, friends, and joy.
Here's to the friends you can always count on. Bud Light.
The grains and hops imply that beer is freshly made, while Bud Light is also saying that you can trust Bud Light to be there for you. And the Bud Light logo is conveniently located within the fresh ingredients.
Light, brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
Bud Light successfully gets their message across in multiple ways, convincing the viewer through repetition, peer pressure, and saying it's the target audience's favorite light lager, all while entertaining the non-beer drinkers. Bud Light does a fantastic job.